First, however, here's another number for you, $52 trillion. That is how much Senator Elizabeth Warren's Medicare for All plan will cost. Good morning, everybody. I'm Bill Hemmerd. You almost made it, right? It's Friday. How are we doing?
Good morning.
Nice to see you, Smitty. Good morning
Friday
to you.
Yes. Bill. Good morning, everyone. I'm Sandra Smith. Her plan is out now. Warren saying the U.S. healthcare system is already spending $52 trillion and that her plan will target the wealthiest Americans and large corporations to pay for it.
So she insists there will be no hike for the middle class, a claim that will likely be challenged by her rivals for that nomination. Doug McElway has got the story live in Washington. Doug, good morning.
Morning, Bill. That $52 trillion figure of this plan is stunning. For example, the U.S. debt now stands at $22 trillion, so Warren's health plan would cost more than twice that. She has steadfastly avoided details of how taxpayers would foot that bill, but now Fox News has obtained a copy of the plan, and just in the last few minutes, she's released it herself. It maintains the middle class would not face any additional tax burden. Yesterday, Warren did acknowledge it could put millions of people out of work.
An economist at the University of Massachusetts Amherst told Kaiser Health News earlier this year that could result in about 2 million jobs lost. He said those would be mostly administrative positions in insurers, doctors' offices.
I agree. I think this is part of the cost issue and should be part of a cost plan.
Her plan lays out how costs can be covered through a mix of existing federal and state spending on Medicare and Medicaid, along with roughly $20 trillion in taxes on employers, financial transactions, the ultra-wealthy, large corporations, and more. That would include $9 trillion in new Medicare taxes on employers over the next 10 years. Economists generally say those costs are usually passed on in the form of higher prices and reduced wages. Just as Bernie Sanders does, Warren argues that many of these costs already are being spent in the forms of premiums, deductibles, and other expenses in the private insurance market, a system she calls greedy.
That system made $23 billion in profits last year, and that's after all of the executive salaries, all of the administrative people, all the fancy glass office buildings they built. And how did they make those profits? Think about it.
Now that it's out, the plan is sure to come under fire from other primary competitors who see a place for the private insurance market.
We will go through this together. Thank you, Doug McKay.